Hola, what's up, guys? Buenas noches. John here con Bebecita. She came over. They don't have electricity in their little area, and she asked me what I'm doing. I said, nothing, just laying down. So she came over to sleep over, and she's wearing such nice little PJs, these short shorts, super short shorts, where her ass is just like hanging out. You can't see it this angle. And then look at her pajama top. So perfect for summer. So beautiful. Muy bonita. So I want to talk about my experience with these girls. One of the things I did was I contracted a teacher, an English teacher, to teach them English. So I brought 5 of them together out of my top, like the eight girls that I really like and enjoy and spend out of all the girls that I know. These are like my favorite, like closest ones to me. And so they don't really speak English. So I thought that something nice to help them out would be to put them through English, get them English lessons. She's actually the one that pushed me, that kind of brought it up to me, because while I was in the surf town, she said, hey, I'm gonna start an English class on Monday. She said, I found this class and I want to take it. I'm gonna start on Monday. And I said, oh, I've been wanting to put you guys in an English class. And she's all, really? And she's all, you would do that? You would help me with that? I said, yes, of course. I said, don't start this class. I'm negotiating with a couple English schools that I want to put you guys through, that I can get a private group with and have a good experienced teacher that knows what she's doing. So I interviewed a bunch of schools, and then I found one. We had our first class yesterday. And so before we started the class, I found them their teacher, and then she's got like 20 years experience out of all the classes that I interviewed, all the schools that I interviewed. I didn't want a male professor. Some of the schools only had male professors, and I didn't want to put them with all my like that male professor with my girls. He's not going to be able to concentrate. He'll be distracted by all of them. And so I made sure that I found a female professor. And so I found one with 20 years experience, great teacher. I negotiated a private group for them, just for them. Some of the things I discovered while going through this process is what I want to share with you guys. And I wanted to do it because I care about them. You know, I don't want to be the type of guy, like majority of the guys out there, that just use the girls and then don't really contribute to their life to help them in their future. I want them to learn things and be okay with or without me. So these are the kind of things I can leave with them that they'll appreciate for the rest of their life, hopefully. Well, they'll never forget it, at least. Even if they don't appreciate it, they'll never forget it. And so wanting to do this, and I told the top 5 girls that I'm super close with, that all got my name tattooed. And I'm like, hey, I'm gonna pay for an English class for you guys. And before the English class, I texted them a message. I said, hey, we're gonna start the English class. Well, I told them this like a week ago, that, hey, I'm gonna put you guys in an English class. It's gonna be twice a week in the evenings from 6 to 7. I said, you're gonna be able to make those times? And they all said yes. And they were excited, they were happy. The day of the class, they were asking for the link. I said, okay, I'm gonna text it as soon as the teacher sends it to me. I told them that I have a class for you, and I'm gonna text you the link as soon as the teacher sends the link. And before she sent the link, I sent them a message that said, hey, I'm putting you through this class. I want you to know that I'm doing this because, not because I have to, but because I want to. And this is a privilege for you guys to be able to do this. And I said, I want you to take this seriously. If you're absent more than 2 times out of the month, then I'm gonna not pay for your class no more, and you're gonna get kicked out of the class. Because I said missing 2 classes is like missing a week's worth of school. And I said, if this isn't a priority for you, then, and it shows to me that it isn't a priority to you, and that you don't appreciate what's being done for you, and you're not taking it seriously, and this is for your future, right? And so I said, I want to put these like guidelines in place ahead of time, so that way we don't have to like deal with it during the class. And so they said, yeah, okay. And I said, all right. So I'm gonna text you the link. I told them to download the video conferencing call app. They all downloaded it. And then they were asking for the link. And I sent them the link. And I told them that message and they agreed beforehand. Guess what happened? 3 of them showed up. 2 of them didn't. One made an excuse. Ah, stuck in mano. Just fucking dropped a cherry on me and burned me on my stomach. Yeah, stuck in mano.
Quítalo. Quítalo.
Quemado mi estómago. She's too stoned already. So 3 of the 5 showed up and 2 of them didn't. One of them made an excuse and said, oh, I'm in the bathroom and I'm embarrassed. I'm like, okay, whatever. I said, hurry up. And then the other one said, oh, neighbor girl. Neighbor girl said, oh, I'm out in the street getting tacos. And I said, I said, what the fuck are you doing there? You already knew we had this class. I told you a week ago, and you even asked me 15 minutes before the class for the link and everything, and then you went out to get tacos. And she's all, I'm sorry, it might be too late now. And I'm like, whatever. I said, street tacos is more important than this. That's okay. Then your future. She's all, no, I'm so sorry. I'll be there in the next class, I promise. I said, don't apologize to me. That's like, I don't have to be doing this. And it just showed me that she doesn't appreciate it and it didn't take it seriously. And I thought she would be the one that would be the one taking it the most serious. And the ones that I didn't think that would take it serious were the ones that took it the most serious. So Bebecita, Kylie, and Baracha were the 3 that showed up and were there on time, actually early and wanting to go, which made me happy to see. It made me feel proud that they were there. I sat through the class and okay. I sat through the class and listened through the whole thing. I talked to the teacher beforehand. Some of the girls don't know each other. They don't know each other. And so I introduced them to the teacher, put them in the class, and then I was disappointed that the other 2 didn't show up. But the 3 that did show up made me feel super proud, super happy. It showed me that they were taking it seriously, that they were appreciating it, and they were disciplined enough to make the time and set aside the time to go to the class. And it was important to them. I learned a couple lessons and things that for both life and for business during this thing, to get the characters of the girls that you're dealing with. When I was sitting there, I'll show you guys because I thought it made me so super happy to see this. They all participated and I watched them all. Boracha they were so intelligent. It was surprising, to hear them participating and answering the answers right, following directions. And then here comes Kylie fucking in the class with her music blasting, and I'm messaging her, hey, turn off the music in the background, but she's not receiving the notifications because she silenced the notifications for the class, which is a good thing, but a bad thing at the same time because she wasn't receiving my message. And I told them, mute the microphone when you ain't talking. That way it doesn't distract the class. At least they received that message before we started. So they were doing that at least. But then every time it was her turn to participate and talk and stuff, the music would be blasting in the background. And so I was like, what the fuck? Man, it was so like annoying dealing with like kind of like the disrespect for the entire group. They participated, they did well. The thing that made me even happier is that I didn't ask them to take notes. I just made them participate. Bebecita sent me this. I'm pulling it up so I can show you guys. The notes that she took. She took these notes and she's all, look, I took notes. And I was like, wow. Also, I'll show you the other thing too that made me happy. I was like, wow, that made me super happy to see that. Then Kylie showed me she took notes too. So I was like, oh wow, that's so awesome. That made me feel so proud. Baracha took her notes as well. After that, the class was over. They did good. it's an hour long. And so each one of them participated, and the teacher had good interactive lessons to keep them engaged. And starting off with the basics, letter pronunciations, colors, how to say certain basic words, how to pronunciate things. She explained how the class is going to go. And so after the class, I was talking to the girls. They were like so happy and they loved it. And that made me even more happy to hear that. And then when they sent me the pictures of the notes they took, without me even asking them, that made me feel even more that they appreciated it and they're taking it seriously and they're making an effort, consciously making an effort, taking initiative to do that on their own. What ended up happening is I told you guys that I was putting 5 of them in one group to take the classes. And then the 2 didn't show up because obviously something else was more important. Being with a broke boy, whatever they were doing, eating street tacos, or they lying, whatever they're doing, because they they all lie and you can't trust them. Well, I did hear neighbor girl out in the streets walking, and so she wasn't banging at least. But my other girl, I don't know what she was doing, but she's the one who said she was in the bathroom and didn't want to go to the class. She was probably lying, just like the falling asleep excuse. Here's the things that I want to share that I learned during all this. One of my mentors told us that we have to get an assistant is one of the first things we need to do as a business owner, like a personal assistant. And if you can't afford a personal assistant, you get a virtual assistant. Even if you don't know what you need to have them do, just get one. It'll force you to think of things to get them to do because you're paying them. So you don't want to waste your money. You're going to pay them to do something. And so you'll figure it out. I hired virtual assistants to help me and do things. I'm going to tell you guys the things that I found out about hiring something, and I'll explain how this connects to the girls to what I was talking about, how my experience is comparing virtual assistants and the girls, partners, your girls, girlfriends. She made munchies and got a different drink. Quiero bebida. Bebida. These things are actually pretty good. Borracha loves these things. She loves them too. So I keep the refrigerator stocked with them. And then whenever we go travel somewhere, we go to the grocery store and we stock up on a bunch of these. I'm going to share the correlation of the virtual assistants and the girls. And I know some of you may not be able to relate to this because you may not even have a girl to deal with. I have a lot of guys that find me that are virgins that haven't even been laid and they're tired of being laid. I just got an email from a guy. He works at KFC, 23 years old, is a virgin, and he found my videos talking about a guy losing his virginity, and it inspired him. So he's going to come down and lose his virginity. He's tired of being an old virgin. Well, he's considering himself an old virgin, not as old as like the 40-year-old virgin. 23 is pretty old already to not have been banged. He still hasn't been laid, and that's a sad reality for most guys today. Social media has caused everyone to no longer learn how to socialize and be around people, so they're just online and they don't know how to deal with it. And if online you don't have anything standing out about you, no girl is going to be attracted to you or want to hang out with you or spend time with you. And sadly, most guys don't got shit going on in their lives. Like look at him, he's working at fast food. What girl wants to go out with a fast food dude? What can he afford to do? How much is he getting paid? And he's stuck there. And it's kind of like a low level job. And so what girl's gonna be attracted to that versus a dude who's got his shit together, traveling around the world, hanging out with pretty girls, owns his time, just like doesn't take shit from nobody. That's the kind of shit that's attractive to everybody. And so that's a sad reality for most guys out there, and they're never going to get laid until they have to pay someone to do it because they're in an awkward state of their awkward stage of their life. And so it's very rare for guys to get laid nowadays. It's so sad to see that. And so he wants to come down. So I'm getting a lot of these guys that have no access to girls. And so some of you may not be able to relate to some of the things that I'm talking about, but just picture yourself already at this level. And I want you to apply what I'm teaching or saying and the lessons I'm giving. So that way, when you do, especially if you're striving to improve your life, then you may one day be enjoying this type of lifestyle. And hopefully it'll be better than what I'm doing because that I've inspired you to show you that it's possible. Then now you can get to this level and hopefully have a goal to surpass this level, like what I'm trying to do to get to the next level of where I'm at now. I want to get to the next level. Just picture yourself already doing this and remember the lessons so that way in the future when it's happening or you're going through this, you'll be able to remember what I'm teaching, more of these advanced strategies, and further along the line of the journey, further along the journey of just life and dealing with girls or wanting to have girls around you. I'm going to talk to you about the things I learned on like how to find an assistant, the best ways to hire an assistant. So I'm going to give you lessons on that, and then how it applies to the girls. Now, so when you're wanting to hire a assistant or a virtual assistant or somebody, whether it's in person or not, you're going to put out ads or whatever and get the people to come to you that want to work, that want to have a job. And so you're going to have all these candidates, right? And so out of those candidates, let's say you got 20 candidates that applied to your job. And then let's also now change that to 20 girls that you banged, you've been intimate with, you got some kind of connection with them. They could be a girlfriend or a working girl or a hybrid of a working girl / girlfriend or a retainer girlfriend, whatever it may be, at whatever stage you are in dealing with girls. And you have all these girls, and then you have all these assistants that you're trying to, all these people these candidates that you're trying to hire. So out of the 20, the way you weed out the best ones is you go through all of them and you see what you like and you don't like. But for I'm talking about the girls. And then for the assistants, when you place your job ad, you give a specific instruction that you want them to do in order to be considered for the job. So, you tell them like, hey, I want you to send me a video or tell me in both Spanish and English what your qualifications are and why you want to work for me. And they'll do that. That's that simple thing. They're not going to notice it, but that's your way of screening it out to see who follows directions from the beginning. Because if they can't follow a simple direction in the beginning, then they're just wasting your time, because a lot of these people that try to apply and try to pretend like they're interested, they're serial job applicants. They just jump and look for every opportunity, and they just keep saying they're interested and they want to work, and they just do copy and paste answers, and then they just send the resume to everybody, and they don't follow instructions. And so you can tell right away who not to waste time on, because they couldn't follow a simple instruction like tell you in Spanish and English or send you a video, something specific that you wrote in the job ad that weeds them out, that shows that they can follow directions. Because if they can't follow directions in the beginning for a simple instruction like that, it'll just make your job harder down the in the future, trying to get them to do stuff for you because they don't follow instructions. And then you get rid of all the ones that suck, and then you're left with, like, let's say we weeded down from the 20 down to like the top 8 people, like what I've done now. Let's go back to comparing it to the girls. I've weeded out all of the hundreds, thousands, whatever kind of number of girls I've been with to this point in my time in my life, to the top 8, and then down to the top 5, right? And so you give those top 5 people, those top 5 candidates, before you hire them, you give them all the same job that you want them to do. And then you're going to compare who followed directions the best, who did it the fastest, and who did the work best quality all overall. And then that's how you figure out who you want to bring on board and dedicate time and energy, have them help you build your business and get the things done that you need done every day. And so you've weeded out all the shitty people and gotten down to the best of the best that you can possibly find.
Hola, what's up guys? Had to interrupt the video to bring you guys an important announcement. A lot of you guys watching, I've been receiving tons of messages from guys that are virgins, that haven't been laid yet, that want to get laid, and maybe guys that have already been laid, but they're not getting access to girls where they're at, so they want to get laid still. These guys are getting taken advantage of, reaching out to escort, strippers, or whatever they're reaching out to, wasting all that money. If you really need help that bad and you want to do it that bad, reach out. I'll help you guys. We'll discuss whatever it is that you're facing. It can also be other stuff. Maybe you're heartbroken and need advice or need something to help you get over that heartbreak. Maybe you have a wife or a girlfriend where you feel like she's cheating on you, or things just aren't the same. I can help you analyze the situation and get over it. I've gone through a lot of relationships already with girls from all over the place, all over the world, different places, so I've seen all the things that they do. Been in long-term relationships, so I know what a marriage feels like. I know what divorce feels like. I haven't been divorced, but in a long-term relationship to where I felt like divorce, pretty much. And so I've seen a lot of people go through it, and I can help you guys that are going through these type of things too. If you need help, maybe like going to another place, I can put you in touch with people in different places in part of my network, or find people that are viewers as well that can help. That's why I'm doing this, to get the word across of the things that I can help you with. Not just that, if you own a business and you're accepting credit cards and you're still paying the fees, you don't got to pay the fees no more. You're pretty much just throwing your money in the trash. You're better off just using it on yourself, splurging, taking a vacation, enjoying like this in a pool in a tropical location somewhere where there's nothing but palm trees around and tropical birds, that kind of stuff where the weather's perfect. You could be doing that instead. Or if you have some friends or family that own businesses that are still wasting their money paying the fees, reach out, send me an email. I'll be able to help. So I can help with a number of things, and I'll be glad to, put you guys in the right direction. Same if you guys want to go to Costa Rica, I got friends out there. Cancun, I got friends down there. Philippines, I got a lot of friends out there. So you guys need help on any of that stuff, reach out. I'll be glad to put you in contact so that way you can have a better experience all around. And like I said, if you need help with any of the stuff that I mentioned before, let me know. I'll be glad to help you to achieve your goal. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Adios. Pura vida.
And so now, once you get the people to do the job, you compare, okay, this one did it the best. This one did it second best. This one did it third best. So I got these top three. And out of the top three, I'm going to pick the top one. Right? And so what I learned during this English class thing that I had set up, when I was thinking about it after the class and upset about the girls that flaked, not upset in like a couple reasons. Upset because they didn't take it seriously. They didn't appreciate that someone's going out of their way to make these arrangements, and on top of that, pay for it for them, take care of everything. But all they needed to do was show up, and they couldn't even do a simple thing like that, And so why should I care about their future when they don't even care about their own future? I care more about their future than they do. That's kind of disappointing, and it's upsetting, because I care about them and I want them to do well. But like they say, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't force it to drink. And so I set up all these things. I brought them to the water, but they didn't want to drink it. So they can go die of thirst. No different than wasting their time, finding out later that they wasted their time and they've got nothing to show for it, while they see the other girls that they knew in the back that may have known these girls that actually shown up and that are listening, that I'm helping, watching them improve their lives. And so you lead the horses to the water, but you can't force them to drink, and I can't force them to go to the class. All I could do is show them that, hey, I got this thing, it's set up, and all you need to do is come down and don't miss any classes. But even something as simple as that, they couldn't do it. And so here's the thing, guys. I don't even expect anything in return. When are they ever going to run into a guy that is actually doing this out of the kindness of their heart that expects nothing in return? Like, how many guys are they going to run into in their life that is going to offer them this type of opportunity? Not very many. I'd be surprised if they run into one, maybe, or two more in their lifetime that's actually genuine, that doesn't want to take advantage of them or do anything or expect anything in return. And like, I'm doing this for them, and like I said, I don't have to do it. It's an extra expense for me, and it's extra time that I'm dedicating towards like trying to help them, and I don't have to be doing this. I could be doing other shit instead. And so back to my thing about the weeding out to the top three. So I weeded it out from the top 20 down to the top 8, down to the top 5, and then the top 5, I brought them to the class. And then that was similar to assigning the top candidates the same job that you're considering hiring and seeing who does it the best. And so out of the top 5, the top 3 presented themselves that actually made the effort, showed up and participated, and it made me happy. It made me proud. It showed me who I could count on. And so here's the thing, guys, like, I was able to learn who is actually serious about improving their life and their future. These 3, Bebecita, Borracha, and Kylie, were the 3 that showed me the most. They're down, and they're disciplined, and they're serious, and they're appreciative of what opportunity is being presented to them, and they're taking full advantage of it, which they should. The girls that didn't are stupid. They blew a good thing. They blew a chance at a good thing. And I told them, I said, you missed 2 classes. I'm not gonna give you. I'm not gonna pay for your thing anymore. You're gonna have to go. That's it. And then I didn't even think. It didn't even cross my mind that they wouldn't even show up to the first class. So them not showing up to the first class is kind of even worse than them not showing up to 2 classes in a row, because it already showed me they didn't give a fuck. And so like neighbor wanting to come to class tomorrow, it's almost like I don't even want to tell her to go to the class. I mean, I don't even want to let her to go in again. And we'll see. I'm not going to remind her or anything. We'll see if she remembers it, if it's important to her to show up and that the class is going to start. And the other girl, I don't even think she's in her own world. She's busy fucking doing who knows what. Probably being with a broke boy, which is more important to her to take care of that instead. her, I kind of expected it from her, but for neighbor girl, I didn't expect it. So I'm more let down by neighbor girl than the other girl. Anyways, if she comes, then I'll give her one more chance. I was telling some of the other Jedi Masters like their situation, and they said you should give neighbor another chance, you know. And if she doesn't, then don't give her any more chances. And because they did say you can miss 2 classes, but I wasn't. It's kind of my fault too that I didn't say, like, if you miss the first class, don't even bother. Don't come back. You know, I'm going to give your place to someone else. That's what I should have said. But since I didn't say it, I can't fucking really tell her not to come back. So that would be kind of like interpreting the fine print wrong on my end. You know, and so if we got an attorney involved, for example, then the attorney would say, well, you didn't specify it. And you did specify they missed 2 classes. You didn't say which 2 classes. It could be the first. It could be the last. It could be the first and the second. It could be the first and the third. Whatever. So I didn't specify it. So I guess I got to do it. But if she doesn't make an effort, doesn't call, doesn't like know the time of it, then I'm not going to bother. And I'm just going to give the her spot to another girl that would appreciate it. That would be who would have been number 6 in line, who I didn't bring into the class. These top 3 that did show up showed me, like I said, that they're making the sacrifices, they're motivated, they're disciplined enough to set aside the time and show up and prioritize it as something important in their life. And so it made me happy. It made me think of all these things, and it made me think of the virtual assistants and finding a good employee. So now it's like I found the top 3 girls out of all the girls that I'm dealing with and that I've dealt with. Now I can dedicate more time, I can dedicate more energy and more effort into these top 3 because I know that they've proven something to me, and it made me happy, it made me proud, it made me like them even more, and like made me thankful for them. Now it also showed me that if I like give them the opportunity, I could seriously dedicate a little more time with them and know they're not going to waste my time like trying to show them how to do things in the business that I'm doing, and like teach them sales, teach them like communicating, teach them online stuff so they can start to do working stuff online and then build something for themselves, because they're showing already the first sign of like discipline and motivation, which you need to be like working from home and stuff. So what I did now is that since I know that they're really like taking it seriously, is that I ordered them each like an executive chair, like an office chair with armrests, and they can lean back and like rock the chair and stuff, kind of like the chair that I have. And then I ordered them each a desk too. And then I ordered them each a MacBook so that they can take the classes and then also use it to work for the stuff that I do for my business. I don't feel so bad now, like, or feel so like worried about investing this money, time, and effort into helping them, because they've proven to me out of all the girls that I've given opportunities and that were the best of the best that I'm closest to, I have more confidence in them to be able to do it. And so it translated the virtual assistant thing, the hiring and firing type thing, helped me in my relationship wise. And then also now it's helping me convert my relationships, like romantic relationships, into business relationships at the same time. I'm going to be able to confidently bring them into the business side of things and help them. Look at her butt. Baby, mascota. Her little pajama shorts that I loved when I saw her change into, she had these underneath her pajama pants and sweater she was wearing. It translated into all these things. And so by them doing that, I'm preparing them. It'll also give them like the confidence and the motivation, seeing that someone actually believes in them, to where they'll actually take it more seriously and be more motivated to work. I'll buy them everything. I got to get them, I already got them, some of them AirPods so they can make phone calls, but I'll have to get the rest AirPods that don't have them. And so, I just ordered their computers and the desks and the chairs. And so we'll see where this goes. Hopefully that, I can get them to do it. And the only thing that can fail is if they don't make the effort to do it. But if they follow directions and I teach them the standard operating procedures for everything and they follow directions, we'll watch them grow, like financially, mentally, and everything. I'm already watching them grow, maturing and stuff, and taking their life a little more serious, and also getting more beautiful each day. Each day that I see them, they look more and more beautiful. And I sent pictures of them to some of my close friends, and I'm like, damn man, look at how much more prettier she is. And like they're noticing it too, like each day, every day they get prettier and prettier each day. And so I feel so blessed and so lucky to be able to share these moments with them. And like and the more it makes me want to help them, especially since they don't ask for nothing. They don't ask for nothing. They don't complain. They don't demand. They do whatever I feel like doing, they're down to do. They're always happy. It's like, how can I not love them? You know, it makes me want to help them even more. And so that's why I'm doing all these stuff, because hopefully the sacrifices that I'm making will help them make more sacrifices and help them see that someone's actually believing in them to treat them like an adult and give them an opportunity that no one else is willing to give them. And their parents already, they know who I am. They love that I'm helping them. And so like, this will help them, like when they see the desk and stuff in their fucking house, that'll make them be like, wow, this shit's real. Even their parents are gonna see that it's real, and they'll be proud of their daughters, you know, and the more that they're gonna love me even more. And so I'm gonna help them set up their little office where they can work and study and do all their things. That way they'll feel like proud of their little space that they have, and they'll be happy to go do work and look forward to it each day. And so, yeah, this is something that I just wanted to share. And like, you know, it's been on my mind. It just happened yesterday. I wanted to record it yesterday when it was still fresh in my mind, but you know, it gave me more time to think about it. I was telling Tim, the 72-year-old, on my drive down, my thoughts. He's all, man, you really are a blessed guy. And like he was saying, he's all, there's not very many guys who can like relate to this situation. Like when I was telling him, because like, it's kind of unheard of. He's all, you're doing a good thing. Take care of those girls, because it's a lot better than the types of guys that girls deal with that just take advantage of them and use them. That's all they have in their lives. Por favor, she's gonna go get another drink. Y más munchies. Yo compro chocolates también en el refri si quieres. Te quiero mucho, bebé.
Yo no.
Ay, anda. Bye, baby. Yeah, I thought it's cool. Like, I haven't told her yet that I got her computer and a desk and a chair. But the only one I told was Kylie. She was here earlier. And so I also, I bought Kylie a Bebecita, huge fucking teddy bear. One of those big teddy bears, like the size of a human. And so, you know, they love like dolls and stuff like that. So they're going to love that. I said, it's a dark brown bear too. I said, put it in your bed and sleep with the bear. And she said, yeah, I'm gonna hug him when you're not around. I said, yes, and the bear is brown like me. I said, he's moreno like me. She started laughing, and so I'll tell her to bring the bear over. It's on the chair right there when she comes back up with the drink, so you guys can see how big it is. You know, I appreciate the outreach, the comments, and the emails. And if you can, share these videos with a friend, or also at the very least, just give it a like. It doesn't cost anything or take more than a half a second for you to click the like, because then what it does when you click like, YouTube will suggest the videos to other people that have the same interests as you. So that's kind of like how the whole algorithm works. And so that goes and helps a lot too, you know, like if you're not writing comments or sending donations or whatever, pressing like and writing a comment helps greatly as well, you know, because then YouTube will know that you find it useful, and that it'll start suggesting, it'll know that it's a legit video that can help somebody, and it'll start suggesting it to other people that are kind of like watching the same things that you're watching. And then it just, you know, then it helps more people. And you know, it's little things like these that'll ingrain you in their memories and in their lives forever. Mr. X, my other friend, he was telling me, he's like, man, you're always so good with the thoughtful gifts that you come up with. And like I would send him and his ex-wife gifts too. I would order stuff on like Amazon and send them up, just, you know, because they were nice. And like, this was before we got closer. I was like sending them gifts for Christmas and stuff, things that I thought would be helpful, and like they appreciated that. And so these are the kind of things I do for everybody. It's not just for the girls. You know, I like to do these kind of thoughtful things when I know somebody, when I pay attention to like what someone likes, I try to like get them something that has to pertain to that. That's what I'm trying to do. Like when she brought up that she wanted to take these English classes, I said, no, good. I've been looking for one. I'm glad you want to do this. Don't commit to that one that you're planning to take. And I said, I'll even pay for it. I'll pay for this one so you don't have to pay for your school. And she was like so happy. It's like I'm giving them scholarships. That's funny. So I just like realized that like I'm doing like scholarships for these girls. And so coming up with, I'll let you guys know when I come up with something, or if you guys got any suggestions for my like scholarship fund that I'm helping these girls with. They're going to be interning for my company, working for my company, and then learning at the same time, learning real world skills, learning things that are important in their lives. Shit, maybe I'll fucking, enroll them in martial arts classes, and we'll all go together every fucking night. We'll go every night right before the fucking English class starts. That'll be pretty dope. I'll think about that. I gotta ask what time the martial arts classes are at night, and then we could all go together. Imagine that. Like, we're together all the fucking time. We're just training martial arts. We're working together. They're learning together. I'm not gonna learn fucking English with them, obviously, but I sit in the classes just to hear and like see how they're doing. I won't be able to sit in every time if I'm busy, but shit, during that time I'm normally hanging out with them anyway, so I'm gonna join the classes with them. And then like you guys, like if you have someone you care about, think about start doing these thoughtful things for them. You know, they're gonna appreciate it, and they're gonna love you even more for it. Try to do these types of things where, like I said, you're becoming more of a giver instead of a taker. And like everyone loves a person who's a giving person, who's a generous person. Who likes a fucking person who's a fucking stingy person, a taker, doesn't fucking contribute, doesn't offer, doesn't help? Who likes that? Nobody likes that. Wow, muchos chocolates. ¿Qué más? Solo chocolates. She brought up a fucking tray of chocolates, and she brought up a different flavor. God damn, she's so sexy. Baby, quiero ver tu. Yeah, wow. Look at that shit, guys.
So
That's fucking amazing. No, I'll see. So sexy, man. Like, I'm so fucking lucky, guys. Like, even me, I realize like how lucky I am to have these girls like in my life right now, and that actually care, that ain't using me, that ain't fucking. It's just unheard of, like literally unheard of. Even me, I can't believe it. I know you guys are probably like, this guy's fucking bullshit, whatever, and you guys can't believe it. What more? I don't fucking believe it. I tell Tim and Mr. X that all the time, and like the 65-year-old dude, Casanova, they've actually met these girls when they came down. They've seen these girls and met them in person. They still can't believe it, and I myself can't believe it. And I'm like, this is unreal. That's why I'm like super thankful. I'm appreciative, and like give thanks to God all the time, and like just try to be more of like that giver versus the taker. And when you find people that are actually appreciative of it, it makes you even feel more happy and more like that it's worth it, and it makes you want to do it even more. And look, I just get more blessings in return. It's like, really, the more you give, and it doesn't have to be financial. The more you give, the more you receive. You know, like I'm giving advice. I'm giving you guys advice. I'm sharing my life with you. I'm like, I don't have to do this, but yet I want to help the guys out there that are less fortunate, and that, you know, you're getting inspired. You're seeing someone living this life, and it's showing you that it can be done. You know, like I'm just a regular dude. I ain't no millionaire, not yet, at least. I'm working on it, and I'm like got my vision and everything. I've achieved everything I want in life besides the millionaire part, which I'm working on. And so that's the next step in my life. And once I get there, fuck, who knows what the next step is above that. But at least on my way, I'm living that millionaire lifestyle. I'm enjoying the stuff that I would love to do in life. I'm enjoying all the stuff that pretty much I'd be still doing the same shit regardless. And so that's what I'm thankful for. And I have my time, and I have my freedom. And so it's just unreal of like how life is right now. I just wanted to share that. I thought there was some good, important lessons in this one to things that I learned. And then it also helps me think about and analyze. And as I'm talking to you guys, it helps me think about the situation and analyze it and everything, and share it with you guys as well. So hope you guys learned a couple things in there. We're gonna smoke that. She's making another joint for us, and then have this drink. And like, man, seeing her right there, like, how can you not? With her without a bra, it's like we're in the fucking surf spot. All the girls are like that over there. And her little tiny short shorts, even more. It's like turning me on. She rolls a joint and then puts it in my mouth, and then like helps me smoke it, brings up the drinks. I haven't even got up out of bed. I should show you guys the bear. Baby, ¿puedes mostrar el oso? So she's gonna get the bear too. Look at that. Oh my god. This is a life, guys. She brought the bear. Look at that big ass bear. Ah. Es mío. Es yo. All right, well, guess we'll edit here. We'll talk to you guys soon. Adios, pura vida. You say adios, baby. All right, well, that's it for now, guys. I thought I'd share those things with you. Also share my thoughts on other things that I'm thinking in my life. And again, like, the Jedi group is now pretty much ready. So if you want to be part of the Young Jedi or the Jedi Masters, send me your emails already. So that way I can put everyone that's on the list already and send out the notification that, hey, we're about to launch. I'm pretty happy with the group that I put together. It's going to be pretty useful, and it's going to be a great networking place for you guys to network and ask questions that you can't ask anybody from guys that are living the life and that can't share this with any information with anybody. They'll be more willing to share with you guys in the group because they know that you've been vetted and that you share a similar type of lifestyle. And so, you know, just one tip or one piece of advice will make it all worth it. You know, and I ain't charged. I'm just charging you guys to get in, and that's also to weed out the serious people. But you'll make that money back with just one piece of a good advice or a idea of a place that you want to go to, or save you from getting ripped off in the spot. That'll pay for it 10 times over. You know, I'm not charging a monthly fee or anything to remain a member. It's like once you're in for life, unless you do something stupid or start problems or whatever in the group. Then, but yeah, that's why I'm like, if you guys want to get in, send the email. It's pretty much ready now. I'm going to be launching it probably within the next maybe 1 to 2 weeks, and get you guys going in there. Looking forward to seeing all of you in there and sharing some more stories and advice. You know, possibly do some Zoom calls for just the group members in there. That way we can like network, bring the net, you know, then have the networking effect of people getting to know each other, ask questions in real time and stuff too. So, all right, well, that's it for now, guys. All right, guys, so I'm putting together these groups, my Jedi Master Inner Circle. So there's gonna be 2 levels to it. You're gonna have the Jedi Masters, which are the guys that are making 100K or more per year at least, and have been well-traveled, have a lot of experience, and know of different places that we can go to experience and find beautiful girls and be able to share amongst everyone and give advice to other people as well. And then we're also going to have the young Jedis that maybe aren't as experienced or just starting out in life or are young and don't really have much money, but they want to live this lifestyle. They're being inspired and they want to start and learn and be able to communicate with each other. So that'll be the second level. And of course the Jedi Master level will be in both, so that you'll have the Jedi Masters also helping the young Jedis by answering questions for people that are new. And then the Jedi Masters, what we're gonna do is have like trips maybe once a year where all of us Jedi Masters come together and go to a destination where we'll be able to experience all of this together and share and network and share financial advice, how to make money. It'll be how to make money, how to deal with breakups, how to meet girls, pretty much everything that you're seeing on my videos that I'm teaching. We'll be able to network and do it in person and put together these groups and meetings for people and kind of be me as the connector, connecting all of you guys together, because I'm getting all these messages from people from all walks of life in different parts of the world. And a lot of you guys tell me that you don't have anyone to share these experiences with or share your stories and share all the knowledge that you've accumulated throughout the years. And once you communicate with me, it's like you're spilling your entire story because you're so excited to tell someone finally, because there's no one else you can't tell your friends, can't tell your family, and there's no one you can ask questions. There's no one you can share these intimate details with. And so I want to bring you guys together with other like-minded people that are watching my videos and kind of want to live this lifestyle as well. So if you're interested in joining the Jedi Master Inner Circle, still putting together all the fine details, but I'll put you guys on a wait list. Send me an email and let me know which Jedi Master or Jedi
part level in the inner circle that you want to be in. There's going to be either the young Jedi or the Jedi Masters, and the Jedi Masters is going to be 500 for you guys to join. That's the screening process. And then we got the young Jedis for $50. That way it's affordable. And the 500 is to screen out. Obviously, if you're doing well, 500 isn't much. And then it keeps out the people that aren't serious. It's kind of like how to weed out the people that aren't really real. And of course, there's going to be moderation, and there's going to be like content moderation, where I moderate who gets in and interview the people that want to come in to make sure they're real. And that way, everyone that's in the group is actually there because they want to be, and that they share this similar outlook on life and want to live this type of life and level up even more, make more connections, make more friends, kind of like me and Tim, the 72-year-old that you've been seeing interview, and other people you haven't seen in my videos that I hang out with. It'll be kind of like being into the inner circle and make these kind of bonds that will last a lifetime, and these kind of memories that we can share together and have some awesome adventures together. So if you're interested, send me an email and then put wait list you want to be on, and then as soon as I'm ready, I'll notify all you guys that it's ready, and then we'll put you guys in maybe a Telegram or a Discord, or I'm still trying to figure out the logistics, but once it's ready, then you guys will be invited once you pay the entrance fee, and then we'll get you in. All right, guys, that's it. Adios. Pura vida. You say adios, baby.
Adios.
Bye. Well, guys, if you coming down here to Cancun, Playa del Carmen, I have friends down here as well that can take care of stuff. If you're heading down to Costa Rica, I got friends in Costa Rica that can help take care of the stuff, help assist with transportation and activities and lodging and things like that. And then the business that helped me live this life is the credit card service business. So if you own a business and you're still paying the credit card fees, you don't have to do that anymore. Stop wasting your money. You could be enjoying it every month instead of like whatever you're paying to the bank, $1,000, $2,000 to the bank every month. You take it and go on a vacation. Look at the ocean, how beautiful it is down here, and the weather's perfect. It's so early in the morning, I'm already sweating. It's tropical, and people are swimming down there, if you could see. And the only thing I wish that was down here is that there was more waves. But like I said, if you own a business, you don't have to pay for the fees. You can use it for vacation, take your family out, reinvest in your business, or whatever it is you want to do with it. It's way better than wasting it, paying it to the bank and getting nothing in return. So that's it. Send me an email or write in the comments. I'll be glad to help you out. All right, that's it for now. Talk to you guys later. Adios. Pura vida.